pop filter. What's up guys, Demeter 1, 2, and 2 and it's list day. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start being a little more regimented in my schedule so that way you guys know what's going to be happening, what's coming out on what days, so you can look forward to things as opposed to just the random thing that I've been doing lately. And I think the first thing I'm going to do is introduce top 10 Tuesdays, something, maybe top 5 Tuesdays, because while I'm still healing, I think 5 entries is easier and shorter to edit than 10 entries. So let's do top 5 Tuesdays. Top Tuesdays. There you go. I'm always a top on Tuesdays. And to start this tradition off right, I'm going to do a fun list that's not too controversial. It's going to be my top 5 cards I think should be given the ultimate rare treatment. Ultimate rares, or ulties as I like to call them, is what a lot of people call them, are my favorite rarity, like everyone's favorite rarity, because the relief pattern that they put on the card that kind of gives it a texture and kind of like a swirly pattern and everything, and you know, like kind of it's got a grit and a feel to the card is just really cool. Obviously these things are probably expensive to print, which is probably the reason why, you know, at least that's what Konami told us, why they don't put them in the main core sets anymore and they just put them in the OTS packs instead. 2 of the cards on the list actually have alties in the OCG that we just don't have, so that's just wrong, man. Why do they get the cool crap all the time? Before we get to the list, I want to have a quick discussion, however, of what you guys think whether or not they should bring the alties back for the main sets. Konami told us that the reason why they got rid of them is so that they can put super rares in every pack, so that way we all get super rares. But because we get a holo in every pack now, they had to save money and get rid of the more expensive ones, the ghost rares and the ultimate rares, because those were the ones that are more expensive to print, basically offsetting the cost of putting holos in every pack. Now before people say how much could it possibly cost, if you ever made tokens out of holo cards, you basically stick the token in water until all the paper dissolves and you rub it off, and you end with a picture, an image, like it's a plastic sticker that's got the image of the monster on it, and that is the holo part of the card, and that is like an extra operation. It's not just printed on the cardstock, they have to print the cardstock and slap the holo on top. So it is an extra operation, and so over 1 million prints of the same card, yeah, I can see that costing some amount of money. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like having the super rares in every pack, or do you guys actually want, you know, do you want the alties back? It's up to you guys. The cool thing about the OTS packs and the tournament packs, or whatever, the astral pack, whatever you want to call them, because you know it's the same thing. It's the same thing. The advantage of using the OTS pack to release ultimate rares is that they aren't really beholden to anything. Like, they don't have to be what's in the core set. They don't have to be what's in the reprint set. Doesn't really matter. They could be anything, just staples. And OTS packs are for competitive players. These are people who are going to tournaments, taking a deck, and entering a tournament in order to play competitively. Doesn't matter if it's locals or regionals or what, if you're entering a tournament that is some level of competitive play. Casual play normally would be considered playing in the backyard with your buddies at the kitchen table or whatever. That's casual play, but for what I consider tournament play, that is competitive play, because it's competitive, it's a competition, whether it's for packs or for money or what. So normally these OTS packs tend to have reprints that are staple cards, competitive cards, cards that are seeing play that people would want, what competitive players would want. However, that doesn't mean we can't be a little greedy and ask for specific cards like the ones on this list. So let's get started! This first one is a guilty pleasure of mine, and it's Chain Strike. No, before you dislike, no, fine, I don't care if you dislike, but hear me out. Chain Strike is like the troll card. If you don't troll the meta, this thing will. The deck Chain Burn has this weird habit of just topping randomly. It doesn't matter what format it is, doesn't matter what year it is. It could be the year 2086 in the future when we're all dueling on Mars, and some jerk could top, you know, the Mars Colony 4 regional with freaking stupid Chain Burn, because that deck is completely you really can't counter it. It just burns you for damage. There's no like power creep to that. Burn will 8,000 damage will always win you a duel. There's no getting around that. Okay, I'm assuming that you haven't boosted your, you know what I mean. But what I think is really cool about getting an ulti Chain Strike is it finally awards those cheeky players that keep bringing this stupid thing to regionals and getting random tops. And frankly, I think spells look the coolest as alties. I just like the way spells look as ultimate rares. And the artwork on Chain Strike's cool. All that red and the chains and things. I think they look good. They could do something really cool with the swirly pad. I think it'd be cool. Next up is Spellbook Knowledge. Spellbook Knowledge desperately needs an ulti print because it's like the only good spellbook card that doesn't have an ulti print. Power, Blue Boy, Secrets, Fate, like they all have ulti prints. So like, why doesn't this one? This one's their draw card. This one's like the one that actually is so good it sees play outside of spellbooks. It should have an ulti print. Matter of fact, I think we need another Spellbook of Power ulti print as well, because there's only one and it's one of these OTS style packs, so it's like 40 bucks a pop. So my Spellbook deck, which is like max rarity except for the stupid powers, looks so dumb because they're commons. It's commons or ulti. What kind of spread is that? At least this is an ultra rare, so you know, if you're a pleb you can at least have a shiny version, but a common and ulti, that's like the just absolute ends of the spectrum here. So honorable mention number 4 is just reprint ulti power as well while you're at it. Just give me it. Oh, and could you just errata Spellbook of Judgment to once per duel so I can play the stupid card? Can we just have that? Can we have nice things? It's an errata that I want. That's a whole other video. Number 3 is Upstart Goblin. Oh my god, would an ulti Upstart Goblin be just the coolest freaking thing? Like, it's one of the only draw cards that we have left that you can actually put in every deck. Every deck can run Upstart Goblin. Like, I mean, even Chainburn could make an argument to run Upstart Goblin, even though it kind of flies in the face of what it's trying to do. You can just do so much damage, doesn't matter. Have 1,000 life points. Nurseburn absolutely can play this card. It's like the trolliest thing ever. I love it. But really, come on, how cool would an ulti Upstart be? How cool would 3 Upstart be? God, I hate deck building with 1 Upstart. It's like, I could put 1 Upstart in, but is it really worth it? I could just put it in the Dark Hole or something, I don't know. But again, this is an entirely different video. But yeah, I don't know. I think this card deserves it. It's mostly low rarity prints, except I guess there is an ultra print, but that's like the most expensive one. Like, mostly people have commons. Like, that's dumb or supers. I want an ulti Upstart. That'd be cool. The last 2 on this list actually have ultimate rare prints, but they're only in Japan. So, boo. Number 2, the only non-spell on the list is BLS Envoy of the Beginning. Blackluster Soldier, my homie, my main man. You power creep son of a bitch. I feel bad for you, man. You were so broke back in the day. Now we got it to a 3 and no one gives a damn. For the record, Primal Seed can add back face down banished. You can Pot of Desires, mill, and then use Primal Seed, get stuff back. I'm trying to figure it out to get it to work. Left arm, maybe? But yeah, no. BLS has I'm actually going to show you what the ulti looks like over in Japan. It's cool! We have it at 3. Give us BLS ulti. Come on. Is a cool card. Yeah, maybe you'll actually inspire somebody to try to put this in a deck. You know, like 60 card Lightsworn can run BLS. It's fine. At 3, if you mill one of them, who cares? And he can still do a ton of damage. Like that, he can attack a monster and then attack life points. He's not like, you know, the big dino that can only attack monsters but can attack a bunch of times. No, he can attack life points after he deals with something. So like, you can help you push for game. He still can do a boatload of damage, and banishing a monster in the field is still a decent effect. So, you know, give him some spotlight, give him some attention, remind people that he exists, and give us the ulti. But anyway, whatever. And number 1, again, is another one they have over in Japan, and that is Monster Reborn. Yeah, we somehow don't have an ulti print of Monster Reborn. I checked, unless the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki is incomplete. And if that's the case, I checked every one. So if any of these are wrong, then it ain't my fault. That's whoever runs that wiki's fault. They dumb. But yeah, no. And it's the alternate art, the OCG art that actually has the ulti print. But to be fair, I think the TCG artwork would actually look really cool as an ulti. It's more intricate, and there's all the designs of the gemstone and the wings and stuff. I think it'd be cool. Hell, give us both. Give us both. You know what would be really cool? If like the ulti print in the OTS pack was like always the OCG artwork, but every once in a while, like just really uber rare, you could pull the TCG artwork. That would people go nuts. Like, actually have a legitimately rare card that has an absurdly low pull rate. That would be dope. And it not be a card that you absolutely need to have to run a deck, because then that's stupid. Then you have like Necros of Brionic level of garbage. But no, I want like a card that is truly uber rare and would be purely for collectors. I think that'd be cool. It makes somebody's day when they enter a tournament if they actually pull that thing. But anyway, guys, that was my thoughts on what we should have ultimate rare prints are. Like I said, you know, this is completely subjective. And like I also said before, I really like spells. I think spells look cool as alties, but, you know, I did throw a monster in here to be fair, and I think BLS deserves it. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and I want you guys to give me 5. You gotta give me 5. You have to give me 5. Your 5 of cards that you think should have alties. And try not to pick something that already has an altie. Even if it's obscure. Even if it's like Quick Booster. That should have an altie. It actually does. But you wouldn't know that because no one plays that stupid crap. But, you know, still. Put in the comments below what you guys think. And remember, guys, if you don't troll, no matter who will, I'll see you guys for next Top Tuesday. Something.
Ah, don't you know what to do? Think all you like, you're still gonna stomp that subscribe button. Make sure to watch these other videos. Come on, quit stalling. Fossilizing over here. Slow play. Judge!